Hello, Left of Awesome. Today is Sunday, and it is Mother's Day. So, on Mother's Day, what better issue to talk about than women's reproductive rights?
I love my mommy cause she fucked my dad. I love my mommy cause she fucked the shit out of my dad.
It's not the intro music. So, I was browsing Reddit, and I found an article that was about the president the president's cutting all funding to abstinence-only programs, and I was super excited about that, because especially in Texas, it's illegal to teach anything other than abstinence-only in public schools, which is ridiculous and makes me happy I go to a private school. But, so I was reading the article, and I'll put a link to it in the sidebar. It features some and it features some absolutely hilarious videos of, I think it's, some abstinence-only, sex ed, companies, and being interviewed on Fox News, and they are hysterical, so there's a link to those. But the unfortunate downside to the president cutting funding to abstinence-only programs is that he's put $50 million worth of government money into condom use only programs, which I'm absolutely in favor of condom use programs, but I am completely against government funding for things, so that's not very good. But I'm actually really excited because I'm going to my first Planned Parenthood teen meeting thing tomorrow. I'm missing philosophy, but I think this will definitely be worth it. And Planned Parenthood is great, and I love them. It's unfortunate that they get 1/3 of their money through government funding, but it's better than getting all of their money through government funding. And not even in general, like, not only do I think that abstinence-only programs don't work, I'm not even in favor of abstinence. I think it's a stupid idea that leads to sexual repression and leads to larger psychological issues down the road. Actually, I'm going to get my Wilhelm Reich book. So here is my Wilhelm Reich, The Sexual Revolution. It's no longer in print. The Food and Drug Administration ordered that all of his books be banned and destroyed in, I think, the 60s, maybe the 70s, possibly the 80s. But he was sort of a genius. Then he went crazy and developed this thing called the orgone, and the orgone's like, he believed was like the base unit of energy for the entire universe, and it was like this tiny blue molecule, and it was like made of sexual energy, and that when people didn't have sex, they got like shells of hard orgones around their body, and the only way to break through this shell was through the orgasm, which, I don't know, he was crazy, but he helped William S. Burroughs get off of heroin with the use of his like orgone accumulator, which was kind of awesome, and he supposedly also summoned clouds for 3 days and made it rain in Nevada deserts for 3 days in a row, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, he talks, before he went crazy, he talks about, like, essentially, socio-political programs and sexual repression, and essentially lack of sex leads to Nazis. I don't know, or at least, like, strong sexual repression leads to Nazis. And then he talks about, like, all, like, the phallicness of the Nazis and all these things. He was a communist for a while, because the communists told him that they'd be open to all of his crazy sexual ideas, and then they weren't, and then he ended up hating the communists. And then he came to America, but then because the Americans thought he was a communist, because he used to be, that's when they banned all of his works and destroyed it. And funnily enough, I keep my Wilhelm Reich next to my United States versus Commies playset, which is always fun, and I also keep it next to my Marquis de Sade and my Georges Bataille, so it's a pretty nice wicker basket I've got there. And that's all I have to say today, so goodbye.